Welcome to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I am Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Early Wine and still tired from the last. Why is September so?
September is so busy. So we said from the beginning that fall is like the fastest season. Yes, our summer went by fast, but hold on, folks, because fall goes by even faster. So it felt like, hey, you know, it's Labor Day weekend. It's almost September. Like, boom. Now we are September 23rd. And there's 1 week of September left, and it has flown by because you have Labor Day. We had cemetery tour, 4 days. I did a big work trip. It's just
and
like
Apple Knocker's coming
and
out.
Apple Knocker is this weekend, and then it's just.
Yep, and after Apple Knocker, we hit the trails and start selling ads for the children's play.
Yes, and I wanted to tell you, and I'm going to say it on air while I'm thinking about it because otherwise I'm going to forget. I want to do all of that in October, and I want to be done by November the 1st.
Let's do it.
Because here's the thing. I do a thing every year called No Commitment November. Like you've probably heard of No Shave November. For the past 6 or 7 years, I do No Commitment November.
Let's do it.
That means whatever you ask me to do in November, I say no. You know, hey, can you pick this up for me at the store? No.
Nope.
Hey, do you want to volunteer to do this event? No.
Nope.
Hey, could you help me run this over to Salem? No. Could you watch my kid? I know it's just for a few afternoons. No. You know, whatever it is, it's like I started it like 6 or 7 years ago, and I'll tell you why, and I don't regret it. I did it 1 year because things were getting chaotic, and I thought it was just like a 1 year thing. I'm just like, I told myself, I'm going to say no to everything for a whole month. November is my all-time favorite month.
It is your favorite.
It is my favorite month because it leads up to Christmas, and I actually enjoy the season, the holiday season, more than I enjoy Christmas Day. Like, I love the movies, the music, the decorations, like everything about my favorite season is coming together. I love that it gets dark at 4:30. I love that I have food in a crock pot. I love that my family's at home, that we watch a movie, that we have that family time. I like that. So I want my peace during November. And by saying no to everything, because I am active, I do a lot of things, and most of the time I enjoy it, but there's sometimes I need downtime, and I just give myself a month to be like, no.
Well, we need to. I was going to do that to you anyway because I was like, I wanted to talk to you about selling ads anyway because I want to get it done quickly too because we're out of money. We need money at
Nostalgia
the theater.
If you feel like sending a donation, we could use it. So,
yeah, we're broke. I'm actually even going to send out some more donation letters, try to get some more bricks on the wall, plaques on the wall,
plaques on our wall.
Yeah, because we're running out. I'm that weird person that I like, and our insurance is due. That's like $1,200, and had to mess up with property taxes, so I got to go up there and fix all that up again. That has been a nightmare. I don't know what the big deal is. That's the thing about with the state of Illinois. It's like, or probably it's like. So in order for me to be property tax exempt, you know, I'm a 501c3 non-for-profit. I've been paying property taxes for the last 2 years that I don't really owe. But you literally want me to send you copies of all the papers that you've already sent me? That's where we're at.
We've submitted the same papers
This will be the third time. Third time. Third time. So I still got to go and get and I even looked online and it's like this is what you need. Everything is but then like when you look at the actual the P-tax form, no, I got to get. They want to see our copy of our 2024 bank statements. Like, well, there's nothing in there.
I thought we submitted all.
We submitted it all. Submitted it all, and I'm doing it again. But I did read somewhere because I'm thinking I'm going to pay property taxes that I don't owe. And they're $1,700. You know, that's a lot of money when you don't make money, and you give it away. And I'm going to go up there and talk to them after I get my bank statement and say like, hey, can you just give me a minute on this one for a minute if I go, because the county approved that we don't need to pay it, but it's got to be approved by the state too. And so I don't know what happened between here and there, but anyway, I got to go up there and talk to somebody and just be like, hey, can you just give me some grace here? But I did see on a site though where when the state does approve me, we can get a refund.
Oh, that'd be good.
So that will be good because I'm like, I don't want to pay $1,700 again and then be like, oh yeah, you're good, but it might take them 6 months to a year to say it's good or not.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's a nightmare. But anyway,
it is a nightmare. But anyway, that's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
I hate paperwork. You know, I hate paperwork.
So don't ask me to do anything in November either. So
I'm not going to.
That's
let's
why get her done in October.
Let's get her done in October. We can just get her done and be done with it. And I'm even thinking about taking Joanna with me on a Monday and get through the cute factor and get some.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what we're. So yeah, we're not done yet. I don't think November's really busy for me. September seems to be crazy, and I don't think. Oh,
Well, in November you have play practices going on.
yeah, but I
For the children's play,
that's up
which
I
will
mean,
be in December and at
yeah, but I
Nostalgia.
like that. That's kind of fun. I got to
Yeah.
pick out a play, so I've got pretty much everything.
Yeah, because they sign up at. Are you still doing that? Sign
You
up
know
at
what?
Apple?
No, I'm not signing up at Apple longer.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit out there. We want to go antiquing and go to that.
Uh-huh.
And I've sat out there before, and it's the same kids. And other kids are bringing me other kids that want to be into it. So I'm like,
If you know a kid that's interested in being in the children's play at Nostalgia
call me.
Theater, just call Stacey at the salon, and that's Cutting Up, and your phone number.
618-662-7606.
Or you can email us at, by the way, Beth and Stacey.
Or find Nostalgia Theater on Facebook, or Cutting Up, or Beth personally on Facebook, whatever. We're easy. We're easily. I would be easily kidnapped.
Yeah.
I am a creature of habit. You pretty much know where I'm going to be at almost every day. But so might be hard to get in the car, but. One of my favorite T-shirts I almost came across, it says, "Chubby people are hard to kidnap. Eat the cake."
Yeah, I agree.
One of my favorite lines.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Oh, but yeah, so everything's just, time is just moving by. We're going to blink and it's going to be.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. So September is flying by. October goes by just as fast because there's so many fun things in October. And then you're into the holidays, with November. And
we're doing that super cool carnival thing.
Yeah, so there's going to be a haunted house at Nostalgia Theater that's going to be a carnival theme and a clown themed. So if you or your family members like to walk through a haunted house, that's going to be happening in October at the theater. You can find it on Facebook. Yeah. Go to Nostalgia Theater and you'll see it.
Yeah. Meagers is on my list today to go get, because I'm going to go get those signs that we did for Harry Potter. And I'm going to have those made. And I will have to have the dates because they will change every year. And Diane said, I said, man, I wish I could just get it where it didn't have the dates on. She's like, well, all you got to do is just put tape over for the next year's, and we can reuse them. Because if it works out well, we'll do it every year. Because,
But you might change the theme every year, mightn't you?
I'm just going to put, I'm not going to make it carnival.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to put Nostalgia Theater. I don't know what we're going to say. Nostalgia Theater, haunted house. Maybe. So it's just universal.
Haunted nights,
or, yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Or Nostalgia Theater, haunted theater, or Nostalgia haunted theater. And then I could always change the dates and what it is.
Sure.
That way we can reuse those signs, because that's what we did, because I want to do the Harry Potter thing again next year.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But
anyway,
super fun.
What am I doing? I got an ad. Yeah.
Yep, you got an ad.
Well, I'm trying to figure. Yeah, I might be a little ahead of my time here, but
okay. Well, looks like a good one. Ty's already got it ready to go.
Oh, it's Marilyn.
Let's see it. Marilyn Monroe says, "Yes, I use Luster Cream shampoo." Marilyn Monroe, starring in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, a 20th Century Fox production. I can't tell the very last line. I don't know. Something Technicolor.
I don't know.
Color by Technicolor.
There you go. Have you ever heard of Luster Cream shampoo?
Nope. Lotion shampoo. Sounds heavy.
Yeah, well, she was bleached blonde. She needs that.
Yeah.
I love Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Did you like Marilyn?
I did, yes. Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah, I love her hair.
And I love Marilyn Monroe because Marilyn wasn't like a stick.
Right. She had a figure.
Yep. So a lot of those bombshells back then. I mean, if you look at our back, Ty, you can take that down. But yeah, if you look at our back wall,
Oh, shoot. You just dropped your drink.
My drink. Oh, and I spilled it again.
Oh, no.
Well, doggone it.
Okay. Well, we dumped our Dairy Queen in the midst of looking at the
pretty
ladies behind us.
My table
but they had figures back then, and they were not just sticks.
Oh, you know what's happening? My handy dandy.
Yeah, so we have our tablecloth here doesn't really fit our desk very well. So
because the desk is funky.
We have a heavy weights that we put at the corners of it to hold our table down.
And it doesn't always work. The sad part about it is my soda's gone, but I'll be okay because I've drank most of it. But anyway, back to the bombshells of the past.
Yes.
Yeah, they all had figures, unlike the twigs today. Of course, I don't think we're not twiggy. We're not twiggy like we used. The '60s was rough on chubby girls.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how that worked out, though.
For sure.
But yeah, no, our of course, we got our We Can Do It girl behind you. She's tough. But these old pictures that we've got, there's one that you don't see over here. It's a girl with a soda fountain. It's my favorite.
Yeah, it's more photograph. Because they're both kind of just painting prints, but
they're cool.
You can tell that they were one on the left is better. You can tell.
I love her, and I love the look on her face too.
Yes.
But so it's pretty cool. But anyway, let's take a commercial break so I can clean up my mess.
Okay, we'll be right back.
This is Christy inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true to size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to, by the way, Beth and Stacey. So we got the paper towels out. We have been cleaning up Stacey's mess, and I think we're good to go, at least for now. She might be a little sticky down there, but...
Whoa, this thing just doesn't want to go away. There we go.
Okay.
Well,
all right. So...
yeah, if my foot sticks to the floor...
yeah, well, no, she's got a soda floor over there. She might make the one when she walks.
When we walk around, around there.
Yes. So
okay.
Well, I've had.
What are we doing today?
We're talking. So we talked about the cemetery tour on our last episode. That's kind of when, things really picked up in our lives with like busyness. The past 2 weeks for Stacey and I have just been go, go, go.
Oh, crazy.
So we had the cemetery tour the same day as the first day of the cemetery tour. My mother, Debbie DeVore, had a second hip surgery. She had fallen a few months ago, broken her hip and leg bone right there at the joint, and they repaired it, but it did not heal correctly, and she had some things happen, and so she had to have a second surgery, which they did the day of the cemetery tour. So that went really well, but my mom was in the hospital while the cemetery tour was going on. So I had a lot to do that weekend going back and forth. And then I left on Sunday following the cemetery tour. I picked up and left for a week for a work trip to Hamilton, Missouri, which is just a little bit north of Kansas City. And that is where the headquarters is for the company that I work for, Missouri Star Quilt Company. It's a tiny town, kind of like Clay City. Have I ever talked about the history of this company on here before? I don't remember. It's got a really interesting history. So even if you're not a quilter, you'll respect the story because the company was founded by a woman named Jenny Doan and her son and his friend. And there was a couple of daughters involved too that they were looking for something for their mother to do after she moved to Missouri from California, and they bought her a long arm quilting machine to quilt quilts on, and she started showing people on YouTube. This was 16 years ago, back when YouTube was new, and she started showing people on YouTube how to quilt. She got a huge following, and people wanted to come to her store in Hamilton, but she didn't really have much of a store, so she started a store, and people would come to it, and it just grew and grew and grew. And so she was in this little town like Clay City. All of this storefronts downtown were in disrepair. They were closed. There was no businesses. The county had the lowest unemployment rate in the state of Missouri. There were no jobs, and she built another quilt shop next door. And then that grew, and then it just kept growing and growing, and she became YouTube famous and has a business, the Missouri Star Quilt Company, that's it's a corporation that's publicly traded, I believe, and like the number one quilting business out there, which is a huge industry, by the way, if you're not familiar with it. And now every single storefront in that little town has been completely redone. It's a gorgeous little town. And there's 16 quilt shops in that town, so it makes it
16.
So it makes it a destination for quilters. They come from not just all over the Midwest. They come from all over the world to go to this town. We have visitors from Japan, Australia, England, Norway, Canada, Alaska, all of the states. Like, people come from all over to go here. And it really is like an amazing town with there's a lot of things I admire about the company, but the success story behind it and what one family did for that county and completely revitalizing that downtown and bringing all these jobs to Hamilton. They also have a factory there. They have a huge warehouse that employs a ton of people. Altogether, the company employs hundreds of people. And many of them, like me, work from home, like people that are in like the marketing department and the product department. A lot of us work from home, but the population of the town, I want to say, is like 1,100. It's like the size of Louisville, maybe Clay City.
Louisville.
But the actual downtown, the strip of it, reminds me of Clay City because Clay City's in rough shape right now, and that is how Hamilton was before they started the company there. And so it's just a really cool company to work for. And
good people.
I sent some pictures to Ty.
I want to see
really
some
good
of this.
people that show the downtown area. This past week, I get to work from home like most of the time. But that one will work. But if there is an event going on, I have to go to Hamilton to work the event. So this past week, we have 1 week in September every year that's called Birthday Bash, where we celebrate the birthday of the company. And it's always a theme. There's about 4,000 people that come to it and spend the week in Hamilton. This is a picture of part of the downtown. This is the east side of the street. And you can see on the side of the building there, they have a beautiful mural all about Hamilton. Hamilton's also the birthplace of J.C. Penney. And right out of shot of this picture, I wish I would have gotten a shot of that, is his childhood home. It sits right in the downtown area next to that park area that you can see.
Oh, really?
And you can tour it. It's open. There's a recording in there that tells you all about his life, and you can walk through. I think I did mention that on another episode because I talked about some pictures.
We did do J.C. Penney,
Okay, let's see another picture of Hamilton. I think I've sent in a couple. You can just show my pictures. Oh, this was an interesting thing. Okay, so I wasn't familiar with this show. Are you familiar with it? It's called the McBee Dynasty. It's on Bravo. It's a reality TV show called McBee Dynasty. Okay, so some of you might watch Bravo and might know this show. The McBee family just lives they own a cattle ranch, and there's a lot of drama. They're very dramatic. It's kind of like the Kardashians, maybe, of the cattle world. I don't know. They were there. They came to our event. They set up a tent. They did meet and greets and signed autographs because we have a ton of vendors that come and set up. Most of them are somehow related to the industry of quilting or sewing. But another person that was already at our event is Craig Conover. Are you familiar with him? He's been on E! He has a television show on Bravo too.
Yeah, I don't have that
he's sort of a celebrity. He's been on red carpets. So Craig Conover was also at our event because he does sewing. He sells pillows. He's like a designer that does. So he does some videos with one of the gals from our company on sewing. Anyway, so it was kind of like Bravo was having a reunion sort of their shows there. So we had Craig Conover there, and then we had the McBee Dynasty, and then we had Bravo there that was sort of filming and taking
neat.
pictures. I think if you go to Bravo's website right now, there's a whole article about them being in Hamilton. And with some better photos.
So who's the blonde up there? Is she part of the family?
Yes, she's not in the family, but she's on the show. She's like their manager or something. She seemed very nice. But I was trying not to act like a super fan and just casually took some pictures as I walked by. Because I was busy. I was doing other things. The guy in the cowboy hat at the front, that's the father. His name's Steve McBee. Seemed like a nice guy. He has he was easy on the eyes. He had a white teeth. It looked like he should be on a Colgate commercial.
Easy on the eyes.
Huh? Yeah. So anyway, they were there, and it was just interesting to have Bravo there in the midst of our big event.
I think of Bravo being more of a different type of.
Yeah, and it really just came down to like Craig Conover was there because his show's more about sewing. He does sewing down south. He has like different pillow patterns and stuff.
And then here comes the Farm and Cattle Company.
But they kind of wanted to meet Craig Conover there. I think Bravo was hoping to have some kind of shots where they were together at the same event, that kind of marketing thing. But there's a lot of people in the Hamilton community that are very familiar with the big McBees because they grew up there. I mean, it would be like Florida, Louisville. It's like, well, if there are celebrities, I'm in Florida, but if there's a celebrity in Louisville, like, hello, Bailey Zimmerman, everyone in Florida knows about him.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of how the big B's are. So that was an interesting thing that was going on in our vendor alley. Let's see, what else did I send you, Ty? Oh, this is me. So the whole
Stitch and Stampede.
Stitch and Stampede 2025.
I love it.
That was our theme was Western. Now last year's theme was 1950s. This year's was Western. I have to say I didn't think they could top last year's because everyone was walking around in poodle skirts last week.
Oh yeah.
Last year, but this week
fantastic.
This year everyone had on cowboy hats. They had on boots.
Yeah.
And it was super fun. So that was our Western.
Wanted. How much are you worth? What's your reward?
Not much.
Okay.
Okay. Did I send another one, Ty, or is that all? Oh, okay.
What's
this
that?
This is our big cake. So we do a cake walk, and you can see it's under a big tent.
I love cake walks.
Okay.
Why do we not do them all the time?
This isn't your type of cake walk. Let me explain.
Oh, okay.
This cake walk, okay, so we always have the big cake. This year they decorated it with the Stitch and Stampede theme. I thought it was so cute. Like, if that was a real cake, that'd be so cute. I kind of wish there was a person inside of it that could jump out. Yeah, it's huge. It's like big enough a person could be inside of it.
I'm looking at the trash can behind them.
Yes, it's huge. It was part of our decoration. You can see it's on wheels, so they can wheel it around. But the cake walk, okay, so fabric is sold in these things called layer cakes, which is a bundle of 40 squares that are 10 by 10 inches.
Okay.
And so the quilters there, it's hot. Nobody cares about real cake. I mean, they might, but they can get that inside. But this cake walk, you win fabric. You win layer cakes. It's kind of a play on words.
Oh, well, that's
fun. And there's hundreds of people that show up that want to get in it.
And you do it like the music? Or wait a minute, how does that work?
Not everybody gets to be in it. They have to
draw your number out.
Yeah, they have to draw a number to even be in the running for it. Because there's thousands of people there. And if there was a line to be in the cake, that wouldn't work. So it's just everybody gets a ticket. Some people get into the cake walk and some. But anyway, that was our cake. Okay.
How fun.
There's all kinds of fun events going on more. I took this just to show you the mural a little closer with JCPenney on it and the corn and Hamilton.
Is that him right there?
Yeah, that's JCPenney.
That's not, I don't know if you ever showed me a picture of JCPenney.
Yeah. Yep. So
he doesn't look like what I thought he'd look like.
So yeah, it was a really fun week, a very busy week. It does look like I'm having fun and I got to take some pictures, but for the most part, I was busy. I was working.
So like food vendors, craft vendors, that type of thing?
There are no craft vendors, but there's food vendors and then fabric vendors and fabric companies that are there representing their products, showing you new things that are coming out. A lot of them give away free things. There were some knitting companies there. It was all sort of industry related. And then you have our 16 quilt shops, but then there's other shops downtown too now because they've realized, hey, this is kind of the place to set up a shop. It's a definite destination. So there's some just gift shops and things. I went into a jewelry shop this time. I'd never been in their jewelry
really?
shop. Yeah, it was
Like
nice.
Jewel.
It was nice. It was very small, so there wasn't a lot of but it was nice.
That's nice. I love jewelry.
Yeah, and it was kind of jewelry store where the guy's an actual jeweler, so if you need something repaired, he doesn't ship it off to who knows where. Yeah, he just fixes it there.
That's how Gold Link is in Salem. I love Gold Link. It's my favorite.
Yeah, we should get them to advertise for the show.
Yeah.
Should ask them to do a commercial.
Maybe
it'd be a great business to do.
We didn't go into Gold Link that one day
No,
when we
didn't.
tried to sell ads that we didn't do very
And I'm trying to think what else about this week. I stay in a hotel that's like 40 minutes away from the town because we leave the hotel rooms that are closest to the town open for the customers. And there's not any actual hotels in Hamilton, so everyone has to drive like 10 or 15 minutes to the closest. But mine was a little further out, which was nice because it actually gave me time to listen to it. I have an audio book I listened to all the way there and all the way back.
How
in
far?
between.
How far? 40 minutes away? You said?
My hotel was like 40 minutes away, and it takes me about 5.5 hours to get to Hamilton.
Yeah.
From Flora. So anyway, it was a good week, a busy week, and then when I came back, I went in to check on my mom, who is staying at the Axiom Healthcare Center next to McDonald's in Flora while she recovers, and she's doing great. Oh my gosh, she was like up, had her makeup on, dressed, walking around, like, look what I can do. And I'm like, praise the Lord, because that's a week had passed since I'd seen her from her hip surgery. So all is well with her. And even though it was a fun trip, I'm kind of like glad to settle back into like my regular week and let time slow down a little bit. My gosh. But now we're heading into Apple Knocker and got things to do there. And
Apple Knocker. Yeah, well, I wanted to talk to Bill Atwood about Apple Knocker anyway, because I'm not really sure how all that came to be. And we've never really done a show on Apple Knocker.
No, but we should.
We should. Yeah, after this weekend,
because there's people watching right now, and they're like, they're not from here, so they're thinking, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, so an Apple Knocker would be a really good.
It's an educational festival, one-day festival in Florida.
Yeah. So and there's got to be pictures from way back when on it and that type of thing. But yeah, I'd like to do something about on Apple Knocker.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I think because Bill, I think Bill would have the. I got to go and pay for insurance for the theater anyway, so I'm going to drop that off today. So yeah, maybe we can get something done there.
That'd be good.
Okay, all right. Well, we are going to take a commercial break, and I'm going to tell you what I did last weekend.
Okay,
we'll be right back.
At Clay County Hospital, we are dedicated to providing quality care for you and your family. Our skilled medical team is committed to your well-being, ensuring that you receive the personalized attention you deserve. From filling your prescriptions at our state-of-the-art pharmacy to a visit with our compassionate behavioral health providers, we're here to support you every step of the way in your journey. Experience the difference at Clay County Hospital, where your health is our priority. Clay County Hospital. Complete care, start to finish.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County, Farmers Mutual Insurance.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine. Now you know what Beth did all last week. And then I did something on Saturday. Well, Saturday was Flora's Ford Town.
Yes.
And now they started doing some different things, and I got some pictures that I took of what Ford Town used to be and what Ford Town is now. I love the fact that we still utilize Ford Town because it was a really cool thing we did back years ago, and I'll talk about that shortly. But I want to tell you what my story is.
It's pretty exciting.
It's pretty exciting. So they started doing a couple years ago a chili cook-off. Well, I had no idea what a chili cook-off was. So I made chili at home, and then I took it up there, and I worked that day because once again I don't know anything about this stuff. And then Laura Smith set up there on behalf of Nostalgia Theater. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty. So she set up there, and it was like, and I didn't win. I don't like to lose, and I'm like, okay, I make good chili, but it's better if it's cooked in my big kettle over the fire.
And she didn't win because she didn't follow the rules. Because the rules stated that you had to cook it on site. She didn't. She cooked it at home. And
nobody told me that.
Yeah, nobody told her that. So,
yeah. But now
fast forward to this year. That was last year. This is this year.
And this year they're like, okay, so they did kind of make it a little bit like you can make your hamburger up and that type of thing, you know. And anyway, so I joined the chili cook-off this year, and there were 5 other competitors. So I get up there, and my husband takes up. I have this little fire pit that's up on legs, and so it wasn't on the ground, you know. And I'm thinking, and he said, you might want to take your what's those big things you cook?
Kettle?
No, your things you cook it at church. A lot of times you put big stuff in.
Oh, your roaster.
Just in case they don't let you have open fire, because I cooked mine over the fire. Nobody, they put caution tape all around mine. So, because there's kids running everywhere. I'm thinking, man, that's not going to be much fun if the city says, no, you can't do it. But they didn't, because I had it contained in an actual shell, you know, on legs, not on the ground. You know, we had caution tape around mine. And then Jim set up my tripod up there and had concrete blocks there, had my wood there. And I cooked my world-famous chili over in my kettle over the fire. Super pumped about that. And then I decorated my area. I put our table up. I decorated my tent, had cute little pumpkins off of it. I brought my I didn't communicate, or somebody did. I brought my own bowls, my own spoons, and had all that set up. Comes to find out that the tourism provides that. All you got to do is bring your chili. But I didn't know that, but I brought my own stuff anyway. And, of course, you know, I have a couple little secret recipes in mind that I got a couple little secrets that I don't want anybody to know about. So I'm like, well, if I do this chili cook-off, everybody's going to know that makes it. I am a sweet with just a little bit of spice chili cooker, okay? But anyway, so I did all my meat this time. I cooked it at home, and I don't just use hamburgers. I use a lot of other stuff in there. And then I did all my beans mixture, you know, at home, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be hard on my back to do all this, you know. So I did have all that prepared. Then when I got there, I did it, and I had a lot of my spices in, and then my secret my secret thing was in there. But my secret thing is you got to kind of keep tasting it and add to or take away. So I had everything in yogurt containers, so nobody would know.
Yeah, and that's how when we did the cupcake thing, Cupcake Wars. There was my mom was in that, Carissa was in that. We don't share our cupcake recipes or our icing recipes. Now with that thing, you could bake your cupcakes at home, but you had to ice and decorate them there. And whip everything up, and we did the same thing. We had ingredients already put together in containers that were not that didn't say what they are. Clear Rubbermaid containers, and just dump we'd pre-measured everything at home because we're not letting anyone else know what we're up to.
Because everybody that tasted my chili said, man, there's something different in there. There is. And I'm like, yes, there is. They're like, well, don't you have to divulge your secrets?
Nope.
Nobody said anything about that.
Yep.
If there was possum in there, I'd let you know, but there's not.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got a picture of my kettle chili. This is what my chili looks like I took a picture of it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good.
And the thing about that in that kettle, of course, everybody who's come by is like, that is the coolest setup. Because a lot of people are like bringing those where you turn on the gas and then in like that big pot that would be back there, cooking it and stuff like that. Everybody was like, this setup is cool. Because when you cook my chili recipe over that open fire like that in that kettle, it gets thick. It gets real hearty. Oh, it's.
I want to set up like that for my backyard.
Fantastic. fantastic.
Yeah.
I like making it because I'm, like I said, I'm definitely,
But
everybody's
then
like,
you have to find enough people to eat all of that, which at a chili cook-off is fine, but the rest of the time.
yeah, because, I mean, they do this. I mean, Fort Town falls on a hot day, so not everybody's just like wanting to die for chili.
Yeah.
You know, what you do is
I wish they'd move it back a little bit
I
till later.
wish they would too, because
wish they do October.
I wish it was in October also, because it's just, especially when you're doing this, because like I'm cooking over an open flame and I'm melting. It's hot. That's hot, but that's what my beautiful chili looks like right before it starts really thickening
Do they
up.
do it in September just because that's when the actual 4 days
I
were?
would imagine.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm going to read a little bit about Fort Town. And then I got a picture of my cute little booth. There's my cute little booth.
Very cute.
Yeah, with my chair back behind there. And so I was set up and ready to go. And then my chili's right behind so see, they put caution tape up for me. Because I'm like, Jim was like, well, they may not let you do that fire. I'm like, well, I can't do the fire. My chili's not going to win. And anyway, so then what happens? Thank you, Ty. So then what happens is then people come around and you go in and you buy tickets. But then we were in the parking lot of
City Hall.
City Hall, yeah. So we're over here. And then they brought in people that make beer over on the other side. So you could either just taste chili and go through and taste all the chili. So if I went, or you could get the beer and they were doing the people that make the best beer too or whatever, or you can do chili and beer. So some people bought tickets for both. It's a fundraiser, right? And so the chili were red bands. So anybody that had a red band, and everybody had one ticket. So how do they judge this? So everybody had one ticket. And then so they would go through the line and they would eat this person's chili, and that's good, that's good. Then they come over there and then they'd eat, mine, and they just go down the line, and then they'd come and go, and then they'd come back and eat as much chili as they want. You just give them a little bit of taste. And then some people came up and be like, I had so much chili, and they didn't buy a band. I'm like, yeah, here's some, because that kettle makes a big old bunch, and we ate it on it Sunday night. And so anyway, so everybody that's voted, so then they gave us little buckets. So then at the end, they just go through and they put so you can see who's voting for who. And so anyway, people come up and, they vote and they were eating. And I tried some next door. But a lot of people, when they make chili, it's hot. I don't like hot, spicy food. I don't want my nose running. I don't want to break out. I'm already menopausal. I don't want to break out.
It can have a little spice to it, but it doesn't need to just blow your head off.
Oh, boy. And so one of them, and I was like, I tasted theirs, and because I got a bracelet, and I tasted theirs, and it was like, okay, but then it was like, my mouth's on fire. And then, because like I said, mine's sweet with just a little kick at the end. And then you'll eat mine, be like, man, that's sweet, and it's hearty, it's real rich, and there's a ton. Mine's not just I've got a ton. I was watching because I'm nosy. I didn't want anybody to know what I was doing.
But you wanted to know what they were doing.
Everybody else, I mean, I put 15 more types of stuff in mine than what anybody else did. Most people just kind of the basic thing and then make it really hot. And then there was one next door to me, and he stirred his up. I'm like, what's in there? There was 4 ginormous jalapenos. I can't even try yours. I said, just smell it. It's making me hot. Then so I tried some of the other ones, So I knew I had a pretty good chance because everybody that was coming up would taste it and be like, ooh, that's sweet. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, there's a little kick to it. What's in this? I'm like, well, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. I can't tell you because it's my own special. Yeah, I don't tell anybody what my recipe is. And but everybody's like, that's good. That's good. That's good. Everybody had because of course, I was paying attention because I'm nosy. And there's not a lot of people buy a lot of tickets for that. I think there were only 33 tickets sold to do that. So there's not a lot of. But so I'm kind of watching. I couldn't watch too far down the line, but I was watching here, Of course, some people next door to me, it's it was a business. Of course, they all bought, and, I'm thinking, well, if I don't have any friends. But then, so I'm noticing a few things going on. I'm like, well, you just got to quit watching, But then there toward the end, because I'm thinking, okay, everybody's doing it. I'm I'm not getting any tickets in my thing. But then people were come back and would try again, and then it would be
here's your ticket.
Here, yeah.
I stopped by to say hi. I didn't even buy a ticket. I feel bad now.
I
would have voted for you.
They were just jumping it in.
But it was so hot. I couldn't
hot.
even think straight.
Yeah.
I really think they should move it I mean, if it was a cool evening, even if they did it on a Friday night, even if they did it the Friday night before did the chili cook-off.
Yeah, it needs to be.
If it was an evening and the sun was down, you'd have a lot more people eating chili.
Yeah,
Who wants to eat chili when it's 95 degrees on a Saturday at noon?
Yeah, because they do open it at night. We need to make the chili cook-off the night before. I don't know if they just want to incorporate that with the beer, but some people weren't. Some people that went into that thing that weren't. I mean, the beer people didn't even come over. You know, so I don't really think they need to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But anyway, the chili cook-off could be. But anyway, so they're toward the end. Everything's going on, and I'm like thinking I have quite a few tickets in my little bucket there, you know. But I don't know what anybody else got. I'm thinking, but there wasn't a lot coming through anyway. So I didn't count my tickets, and so then they were like, Stephen Smith came and got those, and they just took them over there and counted. But basically, whoever had the most tickets won, right? So they were sitting up there, and Nostalgia Theater won. My chili won the 2025 Fort Town, USA Chili Cook-Off. And I not only won, who knew? There were 33 tickets sold. There were 5 other people. I had 15 tickets.
Whoa, you blew them away.
Boom, I did.
Boom, chakalaka.
Yeah. I did. So next year, I want all tickets. So when I do it next year, because some people were like,
you can do it again. You can be the reigning champion.
I'm going because Toby Reinhardt won it last year, and he was the reigning champion. And so I was like, so with that now, and then my name will go on a little plaque, and I can do it next year too, which I probably will because it's fun, because I love cooking that chili. But here's what I'm going to do next year. So because there were some people like, I loved your chili was the best flavored, the best tasting, but I like mine hot. So Mama's going to go and have, here, taste it first. Now add here's some Tabasco sauce if you want to make it a little bit hotter. Ha ha! Mama's going to kick it up a notch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I did find out that Brina Blanchard's going to join next year, and she's bringing her white chili.
Oh, white chili counts.
And white chili counts. But if I have to lose to anybody, I'll lose to Brina.
There's a great picture of you holding the plaque. I'm going to send that to
send
Ty real
that
quick.
to him. Yeah.
Ty, I'm sending you a picture.
Yeah, and then she'll send you that picture of me holding the plaque, and then we'll probably have to come back from a commercial break, and then we'll talk. I want to talk a little bit about Fort Town, and I took pictures. I got pictures of old Fort Town, back what it used to look like, and then what Fort Town is today. So I will let Ty get that loaded up. We'll take a commercial break, and then we'll come out, and I'll finish with this little article that I found. We'll be right back.
Since 2004, Ed Lewis Trucking has been moving America forward. Family-owned and built on values that matter. Reliability, hard work, and service you can count on. From dry van freight to dump and hopper bottoms, plus top-tier truck maintenance in their state-of-the-art shop that's open to all truckers, not just their own fleet. They're growing stronger, expanding with their recent acquisition of McKinney Trucking, but never losing sight of what drives them. It's Ed Lewis Trucking, family-driven, service-proven. Call Ed Lewis Trucking at 618-686-3555.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Jimmy Order Lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Early Wine. Okay, show the picture where I look cute.
Yeah. Yay!
Yada!
There she is with her plaque after she won
Yeah.
Best Chili.
Heck yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to take a picture the day before, but I got up at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is early for me, and I started cooking over a fire, and it was hot, and I had several hot flashes. I'm like, no, wait till my hair looks super cute. So then the next day, Jim and I went out to eat, which the next day was my birthday, by the way.
Yes. Oh, I have a birthday present to give you.
Oh, fun. And
on air. Go ahead and finish your story.
And so anyway, so then my hair was rocking that day. My picture, I don't want my picture taken unless I'm having a good hair day. Because if you have a good hair day, it doesn't matter about my turkey neck that's happening.
Oh, no, I didn't. You don't have a turkey neck. That's a great picture.
Thank you.
And
I do like that picture.
On your birthday.
I like that picture.
And since I've been traveling, I didn't have a very thoughtful birthday gift thought out for you. But I did think of one thing that I think you might possibly like. Okay, so close your eyes. Keep them closed. Okay, now open them.
Oh.
Lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets.
Scratch one off. Just do
yeah.
one right here because each of these say up to $400,000.
Whoa.
So
if
if you win all four, then we would have $16,000.
I love lottery tickets.
This is my lucky quarter. You can use it on my keychain.
Why do you
it
have lucky quarter on your keychain?
My husband is a trick shot. He can throw a quarter up in the air and then shoot a hole through it, which he did when we were dating back in 1998. And this has been on my key ring ever since. But you can use my quarter to scratch off.
Heck yeah. Okay, match any of your numbers to these numbers, right?
Yep. Let's go. 400,000.
Let's go. Come on.
No whammies. No whammies.
No
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, let's go. Come on, lucky quarter. Okay, not so lucky.
Gotta get lucky.
Come on.
We need that $400,000 for the theater.
For the theater. Okay, let's see here.
What'd you win?
Let's see. Nope. Nope.
Womp, womp,
nope.
womp.
And womp, 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 womp.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Happy birthday anyway. You got 3 more. We'll keep you updated
We'll keep you updated, see if we're millionaires.
Yeah, hopefully you are.
I do love these stupid scratch-offs,
I do, too. I don't buy them hardly ever, but, man, they are fun every now and then.
I do. I will buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the other one, you got Jurassic Park.
And there's another one on the back of that one you just scratched, so don't throw that whole sucker away.
Well, give me that quarterback.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're just going to do this again. Come on, lucky quarter. Come on, lucky quarter. Let's see here. Okay. I
big
need
winner,
that 31
big winner, big
there.
winner, big winner.
Oh, yeah, of course. There's a 31, and then there's a 1 on this one.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if there's any way you can make them. The luck of the draw here. Okay, come on.
Come on, big
Come
winner.
on, big winner.
Big winner, big winner.
Big winner.
Big winner.
Okay, let's see
let's
here.
see what she got.
Okay.
400,000? 1,000? $10?
Wom, 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 wom.
Oh, well, that was fun.
Oh, well, that was fun.
That was fun while it lasted. You'll do the others later.
I'll do the others later, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Well,
okay.
see, so that was a beautiful picture of her on her birthday. So she's had
and I won
birthdays
chili.
are fun, and she won chili.
And Phil Wiley gave everybody that even entered it $20.
Wow, that was nice.
Bragging rights, $20.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show, Ty, bring up the old picture that I showed you what Fort Town was like back in the day. Okay, this is what Fort Town was back in the day. Florida residents prepared to slip behind the wheel of a new Ford during the giant promotion in September of 1960. In a nationwide press release by Ford Motor Company, some interesting facts are revealed about the community. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But these cars are where Orscheln's is at. Not Orscheln's anymore. What's that called? Tractor Supply.
Yes, Tractor Supply.
Yeah, that was an empty field. So where Tractor Supply sits now in that area, Mach 1, was nothing but Ford cars. Okay? Now, so they're all white. Okay? Now, I took some pictures of cars. This is what comes rolling in downtown now. Boom, shakalaka.
Monkey business.
Monkey business. Now, this guy, rammed this thing down the road a lot. He would like, vroom, and it would like kick up his tire. It's a monster truck, I guess, which it was cool. Kids thought that was super, super, super cool. Of course, that is in, what building is that even in front of?
That's in front of Phil Wiley's building.
Oh, is it? Yeah, you're right. That's it. I didn't recognize it. I'm like, what's happening there? So that's the monkey business. That's the big truck that came in. He's a monster truck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now look at some of these cars. There were 73 cars came down.
And you got these pictures from Brittany Dury?
Yeah.
Does Brittany's photography?
Yeah,
okay.
I just kind of put them on there. I just grabbed some off there off of Facebook. So I thought that was cool because I love yellow.
Yeah, good job to her. She did great with
She
these.
did a great job. And she took pictures of every single one. 73 people with these old cars. Okay, show another picture. Look, that's super cool one.
That's neat.
That's a neat
What
one.
is that, like a Rolls Royce from like way back?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know.
But yeah. Okay, let's show another one.
Ooh,
This,
so cute.
do you know whose van this is?
No.
This is Charlie Stanford's.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Stanford's van. Yeah, he's
Cute.
had that. He and Norma traveled all over the place in that van. But look how those windows open in the front.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Man, you'd hate to be going down the road and get
Yeah,
a
he
bug.
loves. That's his van.
That is so cool.
He
I didn't
bought
know
that
he
when
had
he
that.
bought that when he was a kid.
Look at those Afghans in there with those granny squares.
Yeah, he bought that when he was a kid, and Norma told me that they drove all over. They drove everywhere in that.
Oh,
thing.
man, I bet they were
No
so
air
fun when they were
conditioning,
young.
No fun, but they didn't know if they were young. They didn't care. Yeah, I loved that one. Okay, now what other one did I? Now see,
that's
the
cool.
SS.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like. If I could afford one of those, I'd buy Jim one of those right now.
Yes.
I like the SS. Okay, now what else did I put up there? That was the last one. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about here. And so as I was going through this, I'm like, I want to talk a little bit about Ford Town. So this is the facts of Flora according to Ford.
Okay.
Okay, 1960, the city of Florida was flooded with floors. La 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 la. Flora, Illinois presents population about 6,000. Has the old-time qualities now almost forgotten in the American image. Now they're talking about 1960. It is a place of Halloween pumpkins and harvest moon over the corn shocks and Valentine's Day with lacy hearts. It's a place where horseshoes still are played seriously, even at the standard bet of a nickel a game. But it's much more than that. It's the axle, the norm, the most typical of all American towns, says its mayor, Norman Bryden. We are the center of the culture by heritage and now, generally speaking, by census. It's easy to find the facts about Flora. The city's civic leaders keep records to help attract new industry. Flora has 17 major plant sites, outstanding revenue bonds, $1,996,000, third lowest tax burden on industry in the U.S. Industrial employment is 1,400. Okay, these are facts that we don't know about. Okay. There are 17 main taxes, including highway, hospital, tuberculosis, sanitarium road bonds, hospital maintenance, highway maintenance, municipal retirement fund, county bridge fund, town tax, city recreation park, poor relief, and road and bridge bonds. All come from that money. It comes all from our industrial park to pay for that stuff. And this paper was written in 2004. There were 5 new car dealers, 10 trucking services, 1 music store, 2 electrical contractors, 2 taxi services with 5 cabs we had, 1 newsstand, 1 concrete ready mix, 1 movie theater, 1 poultry house, 1 newspaper, and 1 monument shop. This is all in 1960.
Wow.
There are 19 clergymen, 56 teachers, 24 high school, 32 grade schools, 5 doctors, 4 dentists, 13 registered nurses in the hospital, 2 health nurses, 9 lawyers, 4 accountants, 4 swimming holes. I love that. Seldom used. And 1 municipal swimming pool used often, and a mean annual temperature of 56 degrees with an annual rainfall of 39.9 inches. There are 46,000 acres of forest and woodlots in Clay County, with wonderful names like red oak, pine oak, and sycamore, ash and basswood, tulip and popular and cottonwood, black walnut and shagbark hickory. The average value of farmland, is $96 per acre. The average investment in land and buildings per farm is $12,710. 82% owner operated. Of all farm acreage, 25% is in soybeans, 20% in pasture, 18% in corn, 11% in hay, 4% in wheat, 3% in oats, and the rest in miscellaneous crops. Cattle are raised on 86% of all farms in the area, with an average of 10 head per farm. Poultry at 78%, with an average flock of 146 hens. Hogs at 64%, averaging 17 head. Sheep at 10%, average 26 a head. On the lake at Charlie Brown Park are 6 rowboats. Oh, I remember the rowboats. Mm-hmm. In the hospital, there are 55 beds, and there are nearly 1,400 union members in the community. There were 308 single men and women of the total population of 5,193. Less than 2% of all marriages end in divorce. Only 32 people in Flora were born abroad. Only 800 born outside the county. There are about 100 unemployed. The town has 2,311 houses and 22 apartments. There are 3 shiny fire trucks and 47 community organizations. 1960.
It does sound like the perfect little town, doesn't it? It sounds like a sitcom town.
It does,
like
yeah.
Everything's perfect.
A simple recital of facts cannot tell the whole story of Flora. However, statistics miss the night magic charm of the sound of the whippoorwills. Walk a mile from town in almost any direction away from the main highway, and you are on a dirt road. A few shagbark hickory trees, a lone cricket chirping, and the sky resting quietly on the horizons. In the heat and the plain dirt, you are close to a land that has changed little through the years, a land that gives Flora its heritage and strength. Now, this is written by somebody who worked for Ford Motor Company.
Oh, wow.
They came to investigate before they decided
before they picked
it. In Flora, it is still easy to remember the time when Miss Grace Hundley, hale and handsome in her 80s, working in her garden with 400 kinds of irises and 2 pine oak trees from acorns picked up near Lincoln's Tomb in Springfield, is only a generation removed from the first people who came to settle in Flora in the 1950s. 1850s. They cut down 4 shocks of corn from a little sloping hill on my grandfather's farm and made a child's grave there, and that was the first death in Flora, and the only one until my grandfather died of winter fever. That was what they called pneumonia in 1859, and that was the start of Elmwood Cemetery. She remembers when you went to town with molasses jug in one hand, when a Union soldier was shot in the saloon, and the door sill of the window sills of the houses were hand hewn, and the woodwork was wine red walnut. And the wonderful old days when Mr. Greenlaw founded the Orchard City College in 1901. Other Flora residents remember the right on the spot where the Baltimore and Ohio Depot is built. A now forgotten settler killed the 3 wolves on one snowy morning 80-odd years ago, and then, when his gun jammed, had to run for his life 2 blocks to hide in the bank. Did you know that story?
No.
Okay.
Let's circle Grace Hundley. Let's do a story on her, and let's figure out which house she lived in with all those irises.
Okay, let's do that. Okay,
if
Grace
you know
Hundley.
anything about her, you know which house she lived in, message us, please, on Facebook, By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or By the Way with Beth and Stacey at gmail.com.
And we need to also just see about who this guy was that was shooting wolves.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see how it really ends. It ends up pretty quick here, because we're out of time. Let's see what it says. Flora fun facts. For many years, Flora was the world center of red top grass seed until red houses burned down. Red top is a fine grass, and red, white, and blue. I don't know. It keeps going on and going on and going on. We got to stop because we're out of time.
Okay.
That's it.
Anyway, it was a fun show. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you.
God bless you and have a great day.